In the year 2014, 23rd of July, Wednesday, right now, I'm heading with my best friends toward the tourist hotspot, Keekin Snake Valley, where rumors of a divine double-headed snake circulate. My name is Su Zhu. I'm a 17-year-old sophomore, a paranormal enthusiast, and a decent athlete, on top of being an ultimate man of action. I firmly believe in the truth behind legendary tales and paranormal rumors, as well as a pseudo-hunter. What a bunch of trolls! It's amazing how many people dare argue with me with their superficial knowledge of the universe and disbelief in supernatural powers. You're always joining in on those online arguments. You have no idea how fun it is. Are you done with the school assignments? What about the mock papers? Come on, brother. That's what you're for. I'll just copy yours. This rich guy here is Xiao Qiming, who's 18 years old and happens to be my best friend. While I'm teasing my best friend, someone gives free water due to prolonged trip, which is unusual. 30 minutes later. Anyways, has a double-headed snake ever actually appeared in the Keeking Snake Valley? Who cares? I'll find out the truth once we get there. Nothing can fool me. While they were on the long trip, they felt sleepy and suddenly Su Zhu heard a noise. What the hell? Don't tell me. And then Su Zhu fell asleep. So sleepy. The last batch of offerings is ready. As expected of Sir Goen, what a brilliant idea to poison their water. To think that we've just captured more than 30 offerings at once? That's the biggest catch we've had in 50 years. There's still the last step. Maba, change the direction. We're heading to the meeting point. Before that, Goen formed his hand like a ninja, and he keeps on chanting. He summoned the secret art Viper Absorption. He absorbs one soul in the train and says one soul will do for today. If our plan succeeds, we'll have infinite rations from here on. My future as the leader of the headquarters is looking bright. While Goen was talking, someone from behind says, "Brilliant my ass," and grab him. Become the leader? And this is all you got? Only infants would want you as their leader. Goen is grasping for air as the man from behind, choking him. How dare you, insolent brat! Goen formed a secret art in his hand, a secret art wave, and fire it while the man from behind completely blocked it. The hell? A secret art? Now that's exciting. I knew it. There really are supernatural powers in this world. Chapter 1.2 Su Zhu. Let's redo our introduction. My name is Su Zhu. I'm a student, and I hardly study an exceptional athlete. I used to beat 6 kids into tears with my own 2 fists. Detention and having my parents invited to school are the norm for me. I'm also a paranormal enthusiast. My firm belief in the credibility of myths and legends has never been shaken. Because I can actually see them. What is that? Is that a ghost? What? A ghost? What? Are you going crazy now? Is something wrong with you? There's nothing there. See, this guy's all brawn and no brains. He's probably mentally disabled. Guys, let's beat him up. Gah, these weaklings weren't even worthy to be drawn. Their quick defeat was written in the stars. On his way home after beating the kids, at the stoplight, he noticed his shoelaces undone. And a girl approaches him and speaks. Huh, Su Zhu? Did you get in a fight again? Your lips are bleeding. Are you okay? Oh, huge tits. They was girl surprised and kicked him. You shameless bitch. She didn't know that he was talking about the ghost. Oh, I wasn't even talking about you. The ghost talks to him and speaks just because you're able to see me. Doesn't mean they can as well with such an ability. It's natural for people to fail to understand you by brat. From then onwards, I've always been able to see mysterious shadows. Or hear otherworldly sounds that'd make me feel dizzy, yet no one else could hear it. At the same time, my physical prowess grew so immensely that even I began to be frightened by my own strength. Breaking bones with my bare hands, not even needing pliers when eating crabs and lobsters. All other physical aspects were also near athlete level. I even stood out in some other particular aspects. The ability to see ghouls at times, coupled with my extraordinary, yet still within human boundaries of physical fitness. I call this state of mind pseudo-hunter. I knew it, there are spells in this world. Myth. A real myth. After all these years. Finally caught the sight of one with my own eyes. Impossible. My secret art clearly hit him. Su Zhu dashed towards Goen and grabbed him again while sitting on top of him. Don't tell me he's in. Awakened. Su Zhu choked Goen until he loses consciousness. In the vicinity of the fight, the bus they were riding in sped up a little. Suddenly, Goen's colleague had a gun. Su Zhu kicked it, and the gun fell. Goen picks up the gun and says, "Should have used it earlier, idiot." While coughing and feeling the pain, the accomplice says, "Just who are you? How are you still fine after drinking that water and getting hit by the secret art?" In Chapter 2, Su Zhu arrives at the entrance of the organization known as the Liandao Prayers, where he encounters 6 soldiers carrying 3 unconscious people. The soldiers are waiting for someone, and one of them gets angry and impatient. Suzu suddenly appears and swiftly takes down two soldiers with his extraordinary physical abilities. The remaining soldiers ask him why he's there, but before he can answer, they are interrupted by the arrival of other people. Suzu hides and listens to the soldiers' conversation as they talk about the organization's worship of the Divine Viper and their quest for transcendence and immortality. They believe that the new era is approaching, and obtaining the blood of immortality will grant them immense power. As Suzu listens, he connects the events of the past decade, including his ability to see ghouls and hear otherworldly sounds, to the organization's Transcendence Awakening. He realizes that he was among the first batch of commoners to experience this awakening. Later, Suzu witnesses a magic circle being cast, summoning the Holy Viper. Chaos ensues as explosions occur, and the soldiers protect their leaders. Suzu confronts them, calling them lunatics for still clinging to archaic beliefs and practices in a changed era. The chapter ends with Suzu challenging the organization, and the events taking a dramatic turn as the confrontation unfolds. Chapter 3 opens with Suzu unleashing a barrage of explosive power by firing an MGL grenade launcher into the ritual room, obliterating the soldiers of the Liando Prayers organization. Amidst the chaos, a soldier tries to rally his comrades to regroup and flank Suzu, but to his shock, Suzu suddenly appears in front of him, aiming the grenade launcher at point-blank range. Suzu's laughter echoes through the room as he continues to wreak havoc, displaying a merciless and fearsome demeanor. As the situation escalates, the caster of the magic circle calls out for Sukra, a formidable man wielding a long sword with a long handle. In a lightning-fast strike, Sukra severs Suzu's right arm, leaving him stunned by the sheer speed of the attack. With astonishment, Suzu realizes that Sukra believes he is the one responsible for killing Goen, Sukra's apprentice, through an offering. Sukra expresses his frustration at being mocked by everyone in the organization because of Goen's death. Undeterred by the injury, Suzu faces Sukra's renewed assault, surprised to find himself enduring the intense strikes and still standing tall. He defiantly taunts Sukra, emphasizing his resilience in the face of lethal attacks, and Sukra acknowledges that Suzu is different from other offerings and could potentially become one of their awakened souls. However, Sukra belittles him, reminding Suzu that without the blood of immortality, his power would remain limited compared to the elite. Confident in his abilities, Suzu focuses his strength into his shoulders, preparing to take on Sukra's next strike head-on. He successfully intercepts the attack with his shoulder, using the opportunity to close the distance between them and aim Goen's gun at Sukra's chin. Suzu criticizes the organization's preference for physical combat over the practicality of firearms. Sukra reacts with arrogance and insults, but before he can act further, Suzu pulls the trigger and eliminates Sukra. The chapter concludes on a triumphant note as Suzu proves his strength and resourcefulness in taking down a powerful opponent. Chapter 4 begins with a flashback, showing Suzu calling his best friend Xiao Kuiming, expressing his anxiety about upcoming exams and his struggles with English subjects. Xiao Kuiming assures him that he will help him get through the tough situation. Meanwhile, Suzu, injured and losing blood, wonders how much he'll need to eat to replenish the blood he has lost, teasing Xiao Kuiming for being rid. Suzu retaliates by raising the MGL grenade launcher and demanding Xiao Kuiming's return. Suddenly, an old man appears and swiftly cuts off Suzu's remaining arm. The old man, part of the Holy Viper Prayer Alliance, taunts Suzu about their impending victory and the awakening of the Holy Viper, which will grant transcendence and immortality to its followers. Realizing the danger Xiao Kuiming is in, Suzu decides he must stop the Holy Viper's awakening and prevent anyone from leaving the ritual room alive. He discovers that the offerings were not present when he entered the room, leading him to suspect they might still be safe. With determination, Suzu prepares to face the old man despite his missing arms. He reveals that he has C4 explosives planted in the room and threatens to detonate them, killing them both. The old man panics, not wanting to lose everything he has worked for, but Suzu is resolute in his decision. As Suzu bites down on the detonator, triggering the explosion, the ritual room and the Holy Viper are engulfed in chaos. In a brief moment, a flashback shows a scene from their school days, with Suzu trying to find Xiao Kuiming during an exam. A throwback shows Xiao Kaiming's voice coming over the school speaker system, helping Su Zhu with the exam answer. Su Zhu praises his friend's genius, but also humorously asks not to receive answers like that in their next lives. The scene then shifts to the aftermath of the explosion, where Xiao Qiming wakes up in the storage room, wondering about the sound he heard. The chapter concludes with a sense of suspense and uncertainty about the fate of the characters and the consequences of the explosion. Opens with Xiao Kaiming finding himself in the hideout of the Lion Dao Prayers, which has been reduced to rubble and smoke due to the explosion caused by Su Zhu. He frantically searches for Su Zhu, calling out his name and wondering what happened. A mysterious voice from above directs him to look down, where he finds a part of Su Zhu's body buried under the rubble. Xiao Kaiming desperately tries to dig him out, but the rocks are heavy, and the mysterious voice taunts him for his perceived weakness. Xiao Kaiming pleads with the voice to save Su Zhu, but the voice dismisses his ability to do so due to his weak and anemic body. Confused about his anemic condition, Xiao Qiming begins chanting a magic circle and praising the Holy Viper, attempting to save his friend's life. Meanwhile, Su Zhu finds himself in a different realm, unsure of where he is and speculating if he has been assigned to the underworld. He calls out for anyone to hear him and encounters a dragon. The dragon offers him a contract to let it live in his body, promising unimaginable power and a chance to be reborn with transcendent abilities. Su Zhu humorously rejects the idea, comparing it to fictional anime concepts. Goddamn Chunibyo? You think this is Naruto? You think I'm a Jinchuriki? But realizing he has no other choice, he ultimately accepts the contract. As Su Zhu accepts the contract, the scene shifts back to his severed body. He suddenly rises with a confident smile and brimming energy, having been reborn with the power of the dragon. The chapter ends on a dramatic note, hinting at Su Zhu's newfound strength and the potential consequences of his contract with the dragon. Thank you for joining us for this thrilling chapter. If you enjoyed the story and want to stay updated on Su Zhu's journey and all the exciting adventures that lie ahead, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We'll be bringing you more action, suspense, and unexpected twists in the next chapters. Don't forget to leave a like if you're loving the story so far, and feel free to share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Your support and engagement mean the world to us. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we'll delve deeper into Su Zhu's new powers and the challenges he'll face in the battle against the Holy Viper Prayer Alliance. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep the excitement alive. See you in the next chapter.